You know what's hilarious? Women think they're subtle. They think they're playing it cool, keeping their cards close, maintaining that mysterious feminine energy. Meanwhile, they're broadcasting their interests like a neon sign in Vegas. The problem isn't that the signals aren't there, it's that most guys are too busy overthinking to notice them. So let's fix that. Here are everyday moments where a woman's attraction slips through her defenses, whether she realizes it or not. And these moments are far more telling than anything she might verbally admit. The coffee shop laugh. She's sitting across from you at Starbucks. You make some mediocre joke, not even your A material, and she laughs like you just delivered a Netflix special. Women don't fake laugh at jokes that aren't funny unless they're attracted to the person telling them. It's involuntary. Her brain is looking for reasons to enjoy your company, so it's lowering the comedy standards. If she's laughing at your weak material, you've got an unfair advantage now. Contrast this with the woman who's not interested. You could deliver actual comedy gold and she'd give you a polite smile that says, "I acknowledge you made a sound with your mouth." The attracted woman is finding humor in everything you say because her brain is already on your side. She feels good in your presence, and her reaction is her mind letting that attraction slip through the parking lot. Lingering. You're walking to your cars after dinner or drinks. The date's technically over. She's got her keys in her hand. Her car is right there. And yet she's still talking. She's asking you about your weekend plans, bringing up something random you mentioned 2 hours ago, doing everything except getting in her car and leaving. Her conscious brain knows it's time to go, but her subconscious brain is hitting the brakes. She doesn't want the interaction to end. This lingering is pure attraction leaking through. She's buying more time with you even though there's no logical reason to stand in a parking lot talking. And when a woman invests time, she is showing genuine interest. The question repeat. You've already answered this question. You told her about your job, your family, your hobbies, and now, a week later, she's asking again, not because she's dumb or wasn't paying attention, but because she wants to hear you talk. She's creating opportunities for connection. She's giving you the floor because listening to you feels good. Women don't ask repeat questions. 2 guys they're not interested in. With those guys, they remember everything because they're making mental notes for the exit strategy. But with you, she's focused on how she feels in the moment, so the details become secondary. She asks again, not for information but for connection, because your voice, energy, and presence are what she enjoys. The social media archaeology. She's liking photos from 8 months ago, watching your stories within seconds, reacting to your updates even when they have zero relevance to her life. This is digital attraction in its purest form. She's not just following you, she's studying you. She's looking for clues about your personality, your routine, your lifestyle, and how she might fit into it. She thinks she's being subtle about the 2 a.m. like, but she isn't. Your posts are activating emotional interest even when you're not around. That is modern attraction at work. The group conversation orientation. You're at a party or a group hangout. 7 people talking, and somehow her entire body is pointed at you, not just her head, her feet, her shoulders, her posture, all aimed in your direction. Even when someone else is speaking, she's oriented toward you like a satellite dish. This is unconscious body language. Women naturally align themselves toward what and who they find important. You could move across the room and within minutes she'd drift back into your orbit. Attraction shows through physical positioning long before it ever shows through words. The text response speed. You send a message and she responds within minutes. Consistently, women who aren't interested respond in hours. Sometimes days, not because they're busy but because they're not motivated. But a woman who's attracted checks her phone constantly for your reply. She may wait a moment to avoid looking desperate, but she responds far faster than usual. She puts effort into her messages, using complete thoughts, asking questions, keeping the flow alive because the conversation itself is enjoyable and meaningful to her. The snack share. She's eating fries or chips and she slides them toward you without being asked. Women don't share food with men. They're not comfortable with food. Sharing is a subtle intimacy signal. It's her subconscious way of saying, "I want a shared moment with you." She's building rapport through small, low-risk gestures, and her mind does this automatically when she feels warmth or attraction. Sharing food represents trust, comfort, and a desire for closeness, even in small doses. The clothing adjustment. You're talking to her and suddenly she's fixing her hair, adjusting her shirt, straightening her necklace. She isn't doing this because something is wrong. She's doing it because she wants to look good for you in that exact moment. This is pining, a classic attraction response, triggered by awareness. When she values your perception of her, she instinctively adjusts her appearance because your attention matters to her. The friend emotion. She mentions going somewhere with a friend. Later, you find out it was a guy. She didn't say his name because she doesn't want you thinking of her spending time with other men. She is minimizing the male presence in her stories because she wants To appear available and desirable, this is attraction management. She is controlling the narrative to keep your interests solid and willing. Only do this when they care about how you see them. The touch escalation: she touches your arm while laughing, brushes past you when there's plenty of space, taps your shoulder or stands just slightly closer than necessary. These little touches are tests and invitations. Her brain is checking your reaction, creating micro moments of connection. They are natural enough to deny if needed, but meaningful enough to respond to if you're interested. These are not accidents, they are intentional signals sent in the safest possible way. These moments happen every day. A woman who's attracted to you is leaving breadcrumbs everywhere: small signs, emotional cues, physical shifts, behavioral patterns, hoping you're paying attention. Most guys aren't, because they're overthinking or assuming attraction must be obvious. Don't be most guys when you learn to read these subtle but powerful signals. Everything about dating, confidence, and connection becomes easier and far more natural.